looks like LA, but it feels like Corvallis. It is cold and rainy on LA's west side. An appropriate backdrop for today's matchup. Two of the country's best programs. Number 16 Oregon State, number 6 UCLA. It's the meet of the week presented by Pacific Premier Bank, and it's live only on the Pac-12 network. And there's plenty of star power in today's showcase. Third week in a row, Selena Harris, Pac-12's Freshman of the Week. She won 3 events for the Bruins and the all-around at Washington last Saturday. The Olympic teammates back together again. Jade Carey, Jordan Childs, opposite sides though today. Inside Polly, Carey, the reigning Pac-12 Gymnast of the Year. Childs won gold for Team USA at the World Championships this past summer. All right, let's start on the UCLA vault. How many 10-0s we have? We have 2 in the lineup, if I saw that right.
We do have 2.
And Margzetta Frazier is scheduled to go first. And for Frazier, she's been good on this event, but she's capable of being great. Her best, a 9.8, came at Las Vegas. Remember, this is their first home meet, so first Bruin performance in front of their home crowd.
Yurchenko full, very solid, very clean. She could open up her hips a little bit more, and that would really take out that hop that she had to take. But again, great start for the Bruins.
Frazier, of course, will be back in a couple of events today. She'll be on the bars, where she's ranked number 1 in the country, and also on the floor. Olympic order, so UCLA starts on the ball. Oregon State will start on the bars. And Carly Beeman, the sophomore from Golden, Colorado, just outside of Denver, really improved on this event last year, hit 9.85 4 times, and her last 3 this year have been 9.8 or better, so she is right on track.
You're going to see beautiful lines from her in this bar routine. She caught a little close on that major release move, but she covered that very well. Pack salsa down to the low bar. And I love how she flows from one scale to the next. Beautiful scalder. Double tuck, dismount. Had to take that step, but great start for the Divas.
And for Carly, it may be her only event of the day. This is all she's scheduled for right now. Statistically, the bars are the weakest event for Oregon State. They are ranked 36th in the country, and they are averaging under 49. So this is the event they need to pick up points.
Absolutely
step
love
back on the
that
landing.
combination, but yes, that step would be about a 1/10 of a deduction.
Meantime, for UCLA on the vault, they are second best in the conference, 8th in the country, and they have 2 ranked in the top 12 in Harris and Campbell, and Madison Anemi second up. She's a vaulter, so a specialist right now, looking for something around 9.8.
Yurchenko full, really good in the air. Good height, good distance. She's a freshman and such a light to this team. They absolutely adore her.
Yeah, from Sacramento, and she's going to be a star if she isn't already, starting as a freshman in the vault lineup. See the stripes now that have been added to the landing mat, so the judges get a little help there. You can tell exactly where you're landing. And there's Janelle McDonald, always with a smile on her face. She's full of energy, optimistic all the time. Things are good, and they're just getting better. 9.775 for Beeman on the opener, and now Ellie Weaver for Oregon State on the bars.
Beautiful handstand to start off. Full pirouette. Ginger for her major release move. Bail down to the low bar. Her legs are squeezed together. Toes are pointed. That's exactly what the judges are looking for.
Another freshman has found her way into the starting lineup, and that's why. Well, she's hit 9.85 twice this year, and this got to be right in that neighborhood, isn't it?
Definitely making a statement as a freshman, and I can't wait to see her journey.
Might be her second big score of the weekend. She had one of those 9.85s against Rutgers at Gill Coliseum on Friday night. Both scores 9.825 so far. Modest numbers for UCLA and Emily Lee. We're going to see her at least in 3 events today. She's scheduled to go bars and beam as well. And here comes Lee.
This ball's really great in the air. Yurchenko full. Notice how she flares those hips out a little bit, so she just had the slightest scooch back. I love seeing her back in action. She did have that Achilles tear
2 career highs for her at Washington, but they didn't come on this event. She's been solid on vault, everything 9.8 or better.
And I love just seeing how completely straight she is throughout the twist.
$9.775 for Beeman, bettered by Weaver's 9.825. Francesca Casso now. So UCLA is scheduled at 9, including exhibitions today. Oregon State 15, so the lineups have been in flux. They've been changing.
Yeah, so this lineup actually did just change. So this is Maddie Dagan.
Yeah.
Beautiful Tkachev to Bale. She's very solid, great form, clean handstands. That's why she's on the watch list for the Pac-12. Double tuck, found that landing.
And you know, she's a grad student. She reacted like an upperclassman. She knew in the air she was going to stick this landing. She made that look so easy. She just floated back to her feet. Well, her best this year on bars is a 9.85. Got to be threatening that score here.
I agree. The handstands were great. Beautiful dismount, and she just gets those heels together. Exactly what the judges are looking for.
For Frazier and Amy and Lee. And here's Shea Campbell. Campbell on vault. 11 of her last 12 have been 9.9s.
Watch her flare out. She opens those hips. Takes that
Maybe another
landing.
one. Look at McDonald. That's an honest reaction.
She is known for her consistency, power, just great execution, and I love that she knows exactly where she is in the air.
She had a 9.9 at Washington last week.
And this is what I mean when you want to flare out.
Oh.
She was looking at the ground before she touched it.
Boy, the block leads to the amplitude. Plenty of time to finish everything, and coming down more vertically than horizontally makes for an easy stick. Love that smile. Now she just waits for her score. $9.8 for Dagan. I thought that was going to be a better score. Jennifer McMillan.
Beautiful handstand to start off. Maloney directly connected to a pack salto. Beautiful handstands. The judges really look for a vertical, but they look for you being in that direct, 10 degrees each way. She did have to take that slight step.
That's McMillan's only scheduled event of the night. She came in as a bar worker, freshman from Charlotte, North Carolina, where she was the level 10 national champion on this event. Had a 9.85 on Friday against Rutgers. 9.925 for Campbell. Judges are being a little tight early on. Now we get to our two 10.0 start values. So everybody else, a perfect score would have been 9.95, but now the traditional 10.0 is in play. And here comes Selena Harris, the 3-time Pac-12 Freshman of the Week.
Gonna have a great pop off the horse. 1.5, stuck that landing.
Does she ever miss?
She doesn't. She truly doesn't. Very clean. Like Jim mentioned, a 10.0 start value because she added that half twist in there.
All of her scores on vault this year have been at least 9.9. She had a 9.95 at Washington. Remember, she won 3 events and the all-around. Remarkable work by a rookie. 9.85 for McMillan. That's a good score for her. Natalie Briones. Briones has been in every meet, much improved on this since last year. She had a 9.85 at the Wasatch Classic in Salt Lake City a couple of weeks ago.
She was slightly short on that first handstand, but overall great routine, very fluid, flowing from one skill to the next. Here she goes, setting up for her dismount. Double layout. Knees buckled a little bit, but she held on to it.
Yeah, had to absorb all of it. Remember, for Oregon State, they're looking for anything 49 or above on bars. And here's somebody, nobody has more fun than Jordan Childs. she just loves the moment. She's been on the biggest stages. To come to collegiate gymnastics where it's more of a team atmosphere. She's with her classmates. Look, does that face says it all, doesn't it?
It really does. She loves competing. Like I mentioned, she got back from Worlds on the Sunday. Meet the Bruins was the next Saturday.
She had some trouble on this event at Washington.
Double twisting your Chenko.
Not today. Not today. She almost fell at Washington. She was way deep and in the corner on the board, on the springboard, and then came off the side of the table and just kept angling that way. Almost went off the mat. Ended up with a 9.65. So you had to figure she dialed it back in for today.
And she definitely did. That was a great vault.
They go from one Olympian to another. Teammates from Tokyo. They both won silvers in the team. Jade Carey, the gold on the floor. She is ranked in this event, but only 44th. Scores have been bumping each week. She had a 9.95 against Rutgers. Believe me, she's better than 44th in the country.
It's a beautiful Maloney, directly connected to a Bahardwaj, which is a pack salto with a full twist in there. Van Leeuwen, back up to the high bar. She's going to finish off with a full in, packed routine. Such a great swinger. She's really improved her uneven bars.
Jade Carey, 4th in the all-around. She's 1st on the vault. We just talked about her ranking on the bars, 16th on the beam, 3rd on the floor. Gymnast of the Year and Freshman of the Year in the Pac-12 Conference a season ago.
If you